Hello guys, Jambo here, and this happy guy down here at this point in time was actually going into his foot champs game for a 13-1, which for this team on the screen I was very happy with. I actually I live commentated this video. This was me here. Sadly, I get to the end of the recording and the mic was cut. So you're going to have to excuse that. What we're going to do is we're going to turn this video, this gameplay, into me trying to help you guys and analyze the gameplay that I'm using and what I'm performing with a team like this and still able to get the high ranks. So that is what we're going for. I hope you enjoy it. Leave a like if you want to see more like this, and let's get into it. If you need the cheapest FC25 coins to build your super team, then check out MMOEXP by clicking the link down below and use code JambooUK for 8% off. Okay, so we are getting into the game. Like I say, this was for a 13-1 record, which is no joke, to be fair, with a team like this. And I just wanted to use this gameplay to show you guys, because recently I had been struggling with the game, and I sort of had to change things up because I wasn't quite getting the results that I expect of myself, or what you guys sort of expect of me. So I was grinding offline, like on my, like offline, not on stream, on my own account. So you see a speed boost from Maradona here. The general thing I'm trying to do is I'm getting the ball into these wide areas. We get the ball to the edge of the box, and we're looking to just recycle and create a clear-cut chance. So you see there, we go for some left stick dribbling. Sadly, with this game being as clunky as it can be, it can sometimes make you look a little bit stupid. But we recycle the ball. You'll see what I'm doing in these areas is we're looking for an obvious driven pass. So we get it into Maradona there. If there's nothing on, I simply recycle the ball. We're using a lot of left stick dribbling. I saw the idea there. That would have actually been cracked if that come off. But the opponent defended it well. We do throw an offside trap in. The idea behind that, obviously, is we're trying to raise our line like as much as possible, just to make sure that the opponent hasn't got enough room to build up. And if he's going to be going for through balls like that, then we absolutely take it, if that's, you know, what he's being resorted to. Here, get the ball out wide. Sorry, we use a ball roll in order to shield it. We go for a double tap pass there, which just makes it harder to intercept. We fake a player lock, and in these areas again, the goal always is to try and get it to sort of the edge of the box, or try and work it in for a cutback, as we tried to do there, but the opponent did a good job. The thing with champs this year is, if you're on a record like I was here, 12-1 at the time, you're almost guaranteed, well, you are guaranteed with this matchmaking to match somebody that's very good. We're using the second man press there, manually marking whilst holding jockey, and we are able to get away with it there and fizzle out the danger. I'm constantly rolling the ball out short to my players now. No risky long throws or anything like that. Just minimizing the risk, you know, in the gameplay. Here, again, taking our time, trying to see if we can work out some sort of good move here. We send the fullback on a run. Just caught offside, but that's a major thing that you guys can implement into your own gameplay. You know, you need to be making sure that you're triggering runs with L1, the player lock, whatever it may be. Here, these situations, not panicking. We just step in whilst holding the jockey with our centre back, and we do win the ball. Speed boost there with Maradona, and then an absolutely shocking touch. That is where, like, if I just have a better player, say like the birthday Liao or somebody, we're most likely in for a really good opportunity. But, you know, that's what happens when you're playing with a team as bad as mine is for this point in the game. But we get the ball out wide again, triggering at Puskas on a run, triggering at Usman on a run. The double tap doesn't quite come off. Again, this game being clunky, it's just turning itself into a ping-pong match. We somehow make the tackle and keep the ball in, fake a player lock. You can see there's quite a lot going on. At this sort of level, it's the absolute minimal micro movements that are making a big difference. You know, little player lock fakes, just little bits of left stick dribbling to shift an angle. It could be a ball roll to find a pass. It's the tiny little details that can make a big difference. That is absolutely shocking, the animation I got on that clearance, and our opponent ends up absolutely cooking us there. That was frustrating to concede. However, what is important in a situation like this is just keeping your head, because trust me, and I've been there from experience, if you lose your head on this game and start trying to do stuff that isn't in the meta, you're in big trouble. Another one there, like I'm using the Maradona with a 3-star weak foot. If we have a 5-star weak foot player there, or just a better player in general, we're almost definitely finding the back of the net. So that is another frustrating one. Opponent goes for the clearance. The heading and stuff, it's just going absolutely all over the place. We managed to get the ball into Puskas. I rushed the pass there, which is something you shouldn't do. From that position, I should probably just be opening Puskas up and finessing into the far corner, perhaps. A bit of quick passing here. You see, this is lovely football. We fizz it all the way into Maradona. Trivella into the back of the net, and just like that, we're back in the game. And what opened this opponent up there is just that quick first time passing. And people find it really difficult to deal with that. Anything you can do on this game to speed your play up is going to be a massive advantage, because the game is so naturally quite slow and clunky. Honestly, like the least you can sort of, you know, be dribbling and trying to do stuff on the ball, the better. If you can get the ball out your feet quickly, whether that be for a pass, a Trivella, for example. Like, you see what he tried to do there with CR7. Like, a ball roll into a scoop to go round us and stuff. It's just too clunky and predictable on this game. Me there, again, trying to play out the back. On another day, the opponent just probably finesses that into the far corner. So you've got to be super careful there. But we take the kick short again, playing our way out of the back. First time pass from Dembele into Zidane, and we're just getting caught out now. I think I was getting a little bit frustrated. There was also a little bit of pressure on the game, and not that it matters too much, but I really wanted to win this one. But a player lock down the line now, and from here we're trying to fizz the ball inside. So we ball roll, open up the angle. What I did there was actually really good, because we baited him in to think that we were going to play the extra pass across, and that enabled us to have that time and space for the finesse shot, but his keeper just rushed out so quick, and we end up getting nothing from it, which is sad times. But obviously, big second half here, and you're going to see in this second half the little things that can just change a game. So taking our time here, fizzing the ball around the middle. The tactics I was using here is I was using 2 holding CDMs, and I found that that really helped out in my defending, rather than having the 2 playmakers deep lying on support. See there, I feel like we got so unlucky. That near post shot quite often just flies in, but we've ended up hitting the post or the bar, whatever that was. Here, got to be super careful. We gave CR7 way too much room there. In that situation, I need to either be just stopping the cross coming completely or just fully mark CR7. And I sort of did neither there. But we went for an over-the-top through ball. We end up getting the ball rebound back to us, because that is FC25 in a nutshell. Taking our time, tried to driven pass into Maradona. Excuse me. Here, using that second man press, manually switching and trying to cut the lanes. Really good ball from him, to be fair, into CR7. Got to try and mark the cutbacks again here. You see, he's just trying to do a bit too much on the ball. If you just stand your ground and hold jockey, you've got a very good chance, you know, of just being able to step in and win the ball back. So here, getting to the point where, you know, maybe we consider some substitutes and things like that. You don't want to be the one to activate your pause, because then the opponent knows that you want the ball to go out of play. A little bit of mind games going on. But a driven pass out wide. I'm quite often sort of baiting for the speed boost as well, but this is the sort of position you want to try and get in. We ball roll, scoop it back. It's unlucky that I feel like if I green timed it, which would have been really hard to do, it could have flown into the back of the net. But the idea was right there to see. You know, you get the ball out wide, you cut the ball in, and then you try and create your magic from there. But we're taking our time on the edge of our opponent's area here, not rushing anything. The patience is just so big on this game, because the second that you're trying to rush things, you're just in for a long day. But that was absolutely beautiful. Driven pass into the striker, just a little bit of left stick dribbling, and then we find the far post, and that was really, really nice. The next goal you're going to see is just FC25 high level in an absolute nutshell. But we used the player lock there. You can see at this point now, it's all about just not giving the opponent something easy. and just managing the game. Because if you can get yourself into a position where your opponent is having to pull players out and press more aggressively and stuff, you can rip people apart on this game. Obviously, since the big update, pace and stuff is a bit more prevalent, so you can actually get in behind and really exploit the gaps. You see here, just standing our ground once again, stepping in for the block. I was really panicking at this position because we just cannot seem to get the ball back. Look, it's just bobbling to him. And again, it's just staying in shape, keeping it organised. You see, we're constantly holding that jockey button, little micro sprints where needed, and we do finally win the ball back. Once here, we sort of reset, you know, we get the ball down the line, a little bit of space to work into, and we go all the way back. We'll spread the ball to our other fullback as well, calling Maradona short, and then we're just frustrating the opponent at this point. Play a really nice through ball over the top there, get into this position with Maradona, and again we hit the post. Those are chances, by the way, that actually fly in the majority of the time, so the fact that they're just hitting the post is a little bit frustrating, but we're very soon going to be able to kill this game off and secure our rank 2. So we're sort of playing around the back here again, frustrating the opponent, forcing him to come out. You can see he activates the pause there. So now I know as well that he wants the ball to go out of play. And your number one goal in a situation where you know your opponent wants a pause is you want to be keeping that ball in play. It's actually a big thing. So you can see here, we're being pretty obnoxious, I can't lie. You know, we're baiting him in. Quick first time passes, sprint boost there with Dembele, just trying to get into the space. And he ends up tactical fouling us in order to guarantee him that free kick. So I will skip to where we actually get back into the game because he used about 1 million pauses. And it shouldn't be long now until we actually do kill this game off with something pretty special. So obviously we're going to take the free kick short. There's absolutely no need to risk the opponent being able to just get the ball back, you know, for no good reason. Ball roll scoop, which again, you know, which is something I like to use out wide a lot. We line up a perfect Trivela there with Gravenberch. Now, let's go back and actually have a look at this because this is an absolute game changer. You see here, what we do is we turn inside and we try and give our opponent something to think about. So when we turn here, you see how we're facing sort of towards our left back. He thinks we're going to try and recycle. And then what I do is I actually turn back towards the goal and we green time that Trivela from here. And I don't know why the screen's going so weird, but we green time the Trivela and it absolutely soars into the back of the net. That is a really good goal. Something you'll typically see at a high level, people spamming these Trivelas and stuff. And that is GG. So guys, that is how we secured our rank 2 with a not very good team. You can implement the way I'm playing into your own game and hopefully get some results. But I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you on the next one and peace.